Welcome to What Does Q Think? Today, we are talking about the huge new look coming to Google TV. I mean, if you've got a Chromecast or a TV running Google software, you know that home screen has looked pretty much the same for years. But that is all about to change.
And you know what? That is not an exaggeration. We are talking about the biggest visual shakeup to the platform since it first landed back in 2020. This isn't just, a fresh coat of paint. It's a completely different way of thinking about how you find and watch your stuff.
So the big question is, why now? To really appreciate just how big a deal this is, we got to take a quick look back at how little the interface has actually changed until this point.
Think about it. After it launched in 2020, the design stayed almost identical for 4 whole years. Yeah, we got some rounder icons in early 2024, but that was about it. A lot of people were starting to feel like the design was getting a bit, shall we say, long in the tooth, and that's exactly why this 2025 redesign is such a big deal.
Okay, let's get into the good stuff. What's actually different? Well, the very first thing you're going to notice, right away, is the main navigation bar at the top. It's been totally reimagined.
So, you remember the old layout, right? Those tabs kind of spread all the way across the top of your screen? Well, forget about that. The new design gets rid of that completely. Now everything is packed into this neat little pill-shaped box tucked right into the top left corner. It just makes the whole screen feel so much cleaner and less busy.
And inside that new little box, things are way simpler. For You is now just Home. Makes sense. But the Library tab? Poof, it's gone from the main bar. Don't panic though, we'll get to where it went in just a second. To fill the space, you've got dedicated buttons for search and, this is interesting, a quick access button to get to your screensaver settings.
Okay, I know what you're asking. With the Library tab gone, the big question is, where did my watch list and all the movies I bought go? Relax. They're not gone, I promise. They've just been relocated.
The answer is actually pretty simple. Google has tucked all that personal stuff, plus a few other key settings, neatly under your profile icon. It's a really smart move, honestly. It helps declutter the main screen by putting all of your stuff in one central spot.
And here's exactly how you find it. You just navigate all the way over to the far left, to your little profile picture. Give that a click, and a new drop-down menu opens up. And boom, right there you'll see your watch list and your library, safe and sound. You'll also spot a couple of other settings that used to be buried deep inside the main settings menu.
And this is just a brilliant example of Google's new strategy. They've moved Your Services, which is how you control app recommendations, and Content Preferences right into this personal profile menu. So now it's way easier to customize your experience, all while keeping that main homepage looking cleaner than ever. But here's the thing. This new look isn't just about aesthetics. It feels like Google is clearing the deck and paving the way for a whole wave of really powerful new features coming to the platform. This is basically the foundation for what's coming next. And this cleaner design is really laying the groundwork for some serious upgrades. We're talking about Gemini AI, which is going to make your TV's recommendations way smarter. There's an ambient display mode coming that'll turn your TV into a smart home hub when you're not watching it. There's even presence sensing, so the TV can just wake up when you walk into the room. It's all part of this huge push to make Google TV faster, smarter, and just a bigger part of your home.
Now, the really key thing here is how this update gets to you. It's what's called a server-side update. And what that means is Google can just push the new look directly to the app on your device. You're not going to have to wait for Sony or TCL or whoever made your TV to release a massive firmware update. As soon as testing is done, they can flip a switch and get it out to everyone pretty darn quickly.
So ultimately, it really comes down to a trade-off, doesn't it? On one hand, we're getting a much cleaner, more modern design, but on the other hand, things that used to be one click away, like your library, are now tucked behind an extra menu. Is that a real improvement, or do you prefer having everything out in the open, even if it's a little more cluttered? I would love to know what you think. Let me know what you think about Google's new homepage in the comments. Is it better or worse? Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy this explainer. If you found it helpful, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe to the show.